Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the Gamestellation Save State, where we take a look at the past week of gaming news and discussions, and we recap it for y'all. My name is Omar Salanji. Joining me, as always, is Ibrahim Termizi, who doesn't have his headphones on yet. Now he has his headphones on. Joining me is Ibrahim Termizi and Shaun Blazenator. How y'all doing this morning?
Don't
Hello.
mind the clothes.
Hey, I'll be fine. I don't think anyone's
Big
gonna.
big odd pile of laundry in the background.
Yeah, I was yeah,
It's all good. How y'all doing this morning?
pretty good, man.
That's good. Shaun,
I'm
what about
feeling
you?
like a gamer. I'm feeling like a gamer. I want to talk about games.
Want to talk about video games?
That's the plan.
Perfect.
How you
Yeah.
doing, Omar?
So far so good. Just had a cup of coffee, so we're vibing right now. Waiting for that to kick in. Hopefully we'll like halfway through the pod. Um yeah. I was gonna say, Ibrahim, was there anything that you had in mind to ask us this week?
Oh yeah, yeah. So, I was thinking, so either name one or a couple if you want, but what's a niche video game fact that you happen to know?
Shaun, Shaun or Ibrahim, do y'all wanna start us off?
I do not want to start us off.
Ibrahim, do you have
Why don't
anything
you
in
start
mind?
us off, Omar? I'll go
Uh
after you since I asked.
I got like two that come to mind. So do y'all remember a game from, I believe, not even I believe, around 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more, called, I don't know, Mighty Number 9?
Yeah,
That sounds vaguely familiar.
So
I'm
Mighty Number
aware.
Sean knows exactly what I'm talking about. So Mighty Number
What a
9,
good game.
anything but. Um, Mighty Number 9 was a game created by Keiji Inafune, who was a big part of what made Mega Man. He was responsible for being a big part of some of the older NES Mega Man games. I think after like two or three, he's responsible for the first two Mega Man X games. A lot of Mega Man's identity throughout the '90s and early 2000s comes from Inafune. He was let go by Capcom, or I think he left Capcom to pursue his own creative stuff in mid 2010s. And that was a Kickstarter campaign for a game called Mighty Number 9, which was a spiritual successor to Mega Man. And it was like
That's what
literally,
it was.
it was one of the most like successful Kickstarter game campaigns of all time. It got instantly, I think it got like three times the funding that it needed, so much so that they kept adding a bunch of Kickstarter goals that some of which never got met. We're still waiting for the 3DS and PS Vita ports of that game. God damn it! But no, it was the game was not received that well. It was very rushed and very much not what Inafune wanted it to be, and it was very much not what a lot of people were expecting it to be and what they were funding it to be. Um, that being said, though, a lot of people, or not a lot of people, a little niche fact about that is that while the Kickstarter for Mighty Number 9 was happening, and while Inafune wanted that to be like its own thing, there was another Kickstarter campaign that Inafune was trying to start up for a game slash animated series as well, because he was funding both at the same time, called Red Ash. And let me read a little bit more about it. It was going to be called Red Ash: The Incredible Legend. Nobody really remembers anything about it because the Kickstarter failed miserably after how bad Mighty Number 9 did. And how bad Mighty Number 9 was doing as well. I believe they started the Red Ash Kickstarter at the same time as the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter. So yeah, that's one that I have. I'll save one for later though. I'm curious if y'all have anything else.
Shaun, do you want to go next or should I?
Yeah, okay. Mine's like a pretty basic one. You guys are familiar with Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare,
Absolutely.
Never heard of it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
the greatest third-person shooter ever created.
Speak.
In the original Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, Slender Man was actually in the background of one of the maps. It was like hidden
Really?
in there. Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can
know
look
that.
it up and pull up a picture, but like it's real. He's hidden in one of the maps. I think it's Zomboss's mansion.
Oh my god. this this
He's just
is
chilling, bro.
Slender.
He's a chill guy.
This is
Yeah,
Slender
it's just
Man in
a
Garden
low
Warfare.
quality PNG
Yeah.
hidden in the like what do you call it? I forgot what do you call it? The thing that surrounds game world.
Yeah.
The skybox?
Skybox. Yeah, man, that really whatever.
Yeah. That I've never heard about that. That is Slender Man.
I
Wow.
discovered that as a kid and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Mm. Imagine you have to collect the pages as like the sunflower.
Why the sunflower?
I don't know. The
I don't
pea
know. If there
shooter.
was gonna be like a PVZ.exe, you're gonna be playing as a sunflower.
PVZ.exe. Yeah. We're making a creepypasta out of that. Yeah. Ibrahim, what about you? What's a niche little gaming fact that you have?
I had multiple and I forgot all of them, but there is one that I do remember, which is like what kind of gave me the idea. But in the original, I believe it was Modern Warfare 2 that
Hmm.
had no Russian, right? The mission. Uh,
Maybe.
I think. Let me look that up. Uh, no Russian. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2, the good one, not the remake. Um,
Hmm.
Fun fact, in that mission, you can get through the whole thing without shooting a single bullet. So all of you who shot those innocents, you're messed up in the head, aka all of us.
Wow.
But yeah, you can get through the whole mission not shooting a single bullet.
That's crazy.
No,
Very
a
interesting.
12-year-old me was blasting.
Hmm.
So I started blasting.
Anyone else got anything else, or because I have one more before we could potentially start getting into today's topics. Um,
Go
No,
for
no,
it.
let's hear it.
all right. So there was a game on the Nintendo 64 called Dinosaur Planet that never came out. It was developed by Rare, and as I mentioned, it was supposed to be released on the N64 in I think 2000 or
I
something like
already
that.
know what this is.
Yeah, but Nintendo, because they were publishing the game, and at the time Rare was very synonymous with Nintendo, like the Donkey Kong Country games, Banjo Kazooie, Conquer, Perfect Dark, all that good stuff was on the N64 and the SNES, so their relationship was very tight. Nintendo saw gameplay of Dinosaur Planet and said, "Hey, these characters look like they can be swapped around with some of our IPs." And so, if you've ever played a game on the GameCube or heard of a game called Star Fox Adventures, Dinosaur Planet was the basis for that game. And the only reason Star Fox Adventures is what it was more like a Zelda like exploration like action game, was because Nintendo saw Dinosaur Planet and said, "Hey, we could put Star Fox characters in here and it would somehow work with the art style." And it did. Star Fox Adventures was great. I love that game. Um, but yeah,
I've never played that game.
it is a banger if you either have a GameCube or a Wii, or you want to emulate it at some point, it's a great time, and it still holds up
Although we
pretty
don't
well.
support piracy.
But no, yeah, no, legally emulating. We're not trying to get caught by Nintendo for that.
They
I
don't
mean,
support
I
piracy.
technically have another one, but like I don't know if this would be considered a niche fact just because like it's very well known, especially for people who grew up playing Minecraft.
hmm
But maybe like newer generation doesn't know, but the model for creepers was actually an accident that Notch made, the original creator of Minecraft, when he was trying to make a pig and he
I didn't
kept it
know
in the
that.
game. You didn't know that?
No, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like that used to be like a openly known fact is that Notch was trying to make a pig and he ended up
hmm
he messed up and made the
The
creeper and he just kept
creeper.
it.
Yeah,
Wow.
all the like
Yeah.
body proportions are the same. They're just all in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I've never thought about. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
actually really
there's a
cool.
reason they're the same.
That's awesome. But yeah, if there's
All
no
knowledge.
more, if there's no more niche gaming facts, let's get into this week's topics. Or I guess this past week's topics.
Someone in
Uh,
chat said ball knowledge. Thank
I
you.
know exactly who that is, but I won't say their name because we're gonna put this on YouTube. Um, but but speaking of Star Fox from earlier, this Thursday, June 25th, we have a very big release coming from Nintendo. Not even arguably one of their big two releases this year, alongside the Ocarina of Time remake, and that is Star Fox for the Nintendo Switch 2. The game releases this Thursday. A demo is available on the Nintendo Switch 2 eShop for people to play, and from what I've heard, Star Fox fans have been really liking it. I wish I could get my hands on this, but I do not currently have a Switch 2. But it does look very quality. It looks very solid. It's Star Fox. At least we're getting something, right? We're not stuck on Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. Um, but yeah, what do y'all think of Star Fox releasing Thursday?
Is it so I haven't heard much about it. Is it just like a remake like how they're doing with Ocarina of Time or is it a new game?
So here's the unfortunate thing. It is another retelling of Star Fox 64. Like it is the same story, everything. It's the same thing they did with Star Fox Zero on the Wii U. Like that was a new game, and visually it was brand new, and it was like modernized gameplay, but still an on-rail shooter like Star Fox is known to be. But it was just retelling 64's story, which is really funny because then that means Nintendo's two big releases this year, besides Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven, are N64 games on modern platforms. But yeah, it releases this Thursday. I know.
On the bright side, they're not ruining the franchise, I
Yeah,
guess.
no, I mean that is
They're-
a good point.
I still don't like the designs. They creep me out.
They are
Mhm.
a little too realistic. I think like something about Star Fox being the like old N64 not perfect realism was nice.
I
It's like it's well animated, but like, dude, I
It's
hate Falco. He looks so gross.
Yeah, I personally don't mind it just because it reminds me a lot of the SNES box art for the first Star Fox, and that was like very Jim Henson puppet-esque, and I kind of like how they lean more towards that in this design. Granted, it's not perfect. Falco's legs don't exist. They're just it is what it is. If
he's a
you've seen the
bird, he doesn't
design.
need legs.
Oh no, but like if they try to incorporate the design into the next Smash game, it's gonna look really weird. His legs are like bending inward like this. Like
This is
it's
what it
so
looks like
weird.
if you want to show this on the stream.
Yeah, I got you. Um, he ain't pretty. I'll tell you that much. Um, like from the top he looks fine, and then when you see his, oh wait, this is a fan fix. Yeah, like look at Fox for example. Look at this. This is this is what I mean by the how are they gonna translate this into Smash? Um
Check like what I sent real quick if you want to show that on stream. That's what
I
it
got
reminds
you.
me of.
Oh yeah. Uh Fantastic Mr. Fox. That is very much what it looks like. Um
Yep. Uh, hey, stream issue.
yeah, it's because Discord is open and it puts an
Oh,
alert.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it does very much.
It looks like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I mean again, I
It's
like
that's
it.
not good.
I personally think it looks pretty cool, but that's just me. It's my weirdism.
I think it would grow on me, but like,
Yeah,
it's just because I think
it's
we've had
different.
we've had the other designs for so long, the other renders, that this just looks weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Next, really quickly, this is definitely much more a my thing that I want to show, but there is a new Square Enix game that released this past week, a completely brand new IP in their HD 2D engine and art style, and that is The Adventures of Elliot Millennium Tales. This is a brand new action RPG from Square Enix. Complete. Oh, this is the launch trailer. Why is there a person there? But yeah, it's a completely it's a completely brand new action RPG from Square Enix. So far, reviews have been 50-50. A lot of people are praising that something new, where a lot of people are complaining about the actual game itself. Of like, hey, um, what was it called? Some of the levels get repetitive, and some of the enemies are very much repetitive. But from what I've heard, if you're into action RPGs and if you're into Square Enix games, there is something for those people in there. So I might check it out. I played the demo; it was pretty fun. So we'll see. That game has just come out though, so if you are interested in playing that game, it is available on all platforms. Next, so we talked about Star Fox releasing on June 25th this month, but there is something very big happening on June 25th as well. Something probably for a lot of people is going to be even bigger. And that is GTA 6 pre-orders officially go live on Thursday. As of right now,
Finally.
yeah,
Pre-ordering, I love pre-ordering.
yes, and we also got the box art revealed that I'm playing in the trailer right. That I'm playing the trailer right now. The prices have not been revealed yet, as they will be revealed on Thursday when the pre-orders do go live. But as of right now, according to some online retailers internationally, when converted over to U.S. dollars, there is a very good chance that the standard edition is going to be retailing for $90.
Which is crazy.
Insane.
Also, can we say like
You.
I understand a lot of people don't have lives, but like we just saw the box art and like people are like actively counting the teeth in the alligator or crocodile's mouth and they're like actually it's supposed to have this many teeth and like they're complaining about like the background and stuff and I'm like, "Bro, I want GTA 6, but please have a life." Like they were complaining about the Ferris wheel not having shadows and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, bruh. I just thought that was funny because people on Reddit were like going off about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it looked fine. I guess I did look too closely at the alligator's teeth.
No, I mean, at least the bright side, as much as like we know Shaun's opinion, and which is I think like a lot of people can agree with or at least relate to about pre-orders, which is that they're not great. But like, I mean, at least it does show that like, hey, it's actually coming. It's not
Yeah.
just a fable anymore.
Yeah, they seem very especially with a bunch of other game companies putting all their stuff in September, October. It seems very much that they're set on the November 19th release date. So we'll see. Only time
Yeah,
will tell.
person
Pre-orders
in
do go
chat
live.
said you can differentiate from gators and crocs with their teeth. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but
Um
like, who cares?
but yeah. Here I'll
I care.
um check uh check general for a second.
Let me check Discord.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy, dude.
Um
You realize I was full shrimp in my chair and you made me get up to check general? Come on, man.
um yeah. So anyways, November 19th, GTA 6 releases. Pre-orders go live Thursday. There is a very good chance that it will be $89.99 for the standard edition, which also means that there will be other editions of the game. So some people are probably going to be out paying $130 for the premium version of GTA 6.
My wallet's already crying.
What would a
Yeah.
premium version even include?
I'm guessing probably something they're gonna do like GTA Online, but in GTA 6's engine or something like that. Like a bonus for
Yeah.
that, or it's gonna be
It's just
something.
shark
It's
art.
gonna be something for, yeah. It's gonna be either a GTA Online thing or like cosmetics. But yeah.
They couldn't
Next,
lock up cosmetics behind a paywall. They would, but they shouldn't.
they shouldn't, but it's modern gaming. What do you
Yeah.
what do you think is gonna happen?
Welcome to 2026.
It's
Um,
GTA. They're gonna get away with it. They can do whatever they want.
If it wasn't for those meddling kids.
yep.
Yeah.
Next we have if $89 for GTA wasn't bad enough, we have some more news. Bungie, the developers behind Destiny, the older Halo games, and as of right now, Marathon laid off
We don't talk about
50%.
Marathon.
They laid off 50% of their employees this past week. Um, Yikes.
Which, like, dude, that sucks. Cause like you said, the old Halo games, like, granted, don't get me wrong, up until like I want to say like Infinite Warfare, roughly, I was a diehard Call of Duty fan, but I liked Halo, and I enjoyed playing it with like my brothers and my friends and stuff. But and like Bungie was a big reason for that because they made the game so good. And I never played Destiny 2, but I know people who are like, "Yo, Destiny 2 is awesome," and then they made Marathon.
Yeah, I played Marathon for a bit when it was free for that week on Steam and other platforms. It's just not my thing. Like it felt very generic, even visually, like it didn't even look the best. Um, but yeah, this past week, I'm guessing because Marathon sales haven't been too well, they laid off 50% of their employees, which is crazy to see. Half of the company is just gone like that because the game didn't do well. Um,
All good things must come to an end, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in order for good things to come to an end, it has to be a good thing, right?
Bungie was a great thing.
They were great when they were working on older Halo, and then they left,
Yeah,
and
and
then 343
then
Industries
Marathon.
happened. Yep, and Marathon and
But
Destiny and all that.
I think, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before. Sorry if I broke the immersion, people watching, but we do talk about stuff outside of podcasts.
We are
Uh,
humans.
but the Bungie of like that made Halo is not the same Bungie of today.
Absolutely.
Like developers transfer studios all the time, so like I don't see this as like I don't see this as like this amazing game company that is so beloved, just fell under whatever is falling off. I mean, it's just like I can't say that I believe that any of the original Halo team is still at Bungie today, at least a very small number.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would say
Yeah,
there's
it's still
still
just like the legacy though.
yeah, and I would say
it's
most of
the
those Halo
name,
guys
the
are
brand.
probably. Sorry, you first, Sean.
Uh, that's it. It's the name, it's the brand.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I would say most of those old Halo devs are probably still at Microsoft, but just under 343 instead of Bungie.
Or they made Splitgate.
Or they made oh yeah, or they made Splitgate. That is true.
Hey, I will say
Um,
Splitgate was a fun game, but it just wasn't there. It was not great, but it was a lot of fun to play.
they made a second one, correct? I believe.
It's the same thing that Overwatch did. They just renamed
Uh,
it.
Yikes. And I remember playing a bit of Splitgate a couple years ago, and that was pretty enjoyable. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of first-person shooter games, though, we got some news from Treyarch this past week as well that Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are gonna get native PS5 ports in July, being done from the people at Iron Galaxy who helped on a bunch of Capcom and Atari and Mortal Kombat collections in the past couple of years. So yeah,
They better not put in like granted, I'm not gonna be playing it just because, PC. Um, but like just for the sake of this next generation, they better not put in damn voice moderation. Let them learn.
I don't think they will. I think they're just one-to-one porting the games without touching anything except for maybe like frame rate and visuals. Um,
That's what you think.
Yeah, they're too lazy to do that.
yeah, you think Treyarch's doing Modern Warfare 4? They need to focus on all their assets and their resources on MW4 before they do like a decade old game over a decade old
Do you know
game.
how much money Treyarch has? I don't think they care.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Um, But yeah, if you have either been wanting to revisit Black Ops 1 and 2 or play them for the first time and you own a PS5, they'll be coming in July.
And you should.
Next,
They're great games,
yeah,
honestly.
they're arguably, in my opinion, Black Ops 1 and 2 are the best Call of Duty games, hands down. Especially Black Ops 2. I grew up with that one more. Um, but yeah. Next, I know we try not to talk about online games or like, online free to play games that are collaboration heavy with their cosmetics and in-game items and stuff as much. But when it's a big collaboration, we talk about it. I know last week we talked about Cyberpunk X Withering Waves. This week, Fortnite. We're talking about Fortnite, guys.
Y'all play Fortnite?
We're talking about Fortnite. Um, but no, kind of a big one, and this is a collab that a lot of people have been waiting for to happen. Sonic the Hedgehog is finally coming to Fortnite, specifically through a Sonic Racing Crossworlds collab in the future. Epic Games this past week announced that this upcoming year, before the end of their fiscal year, they have Fortnite collaborations planned with Sonic Racing Crossworlds, Vampire Survivors, interestingly enough, Control Resonant, and Phantom Blade Zero. So I don't know if that means like in-game cosmetics for Fortnite, in-game like a car or DLC character for Racing Crossworlds. But most likely for Control Resonant and for Phantom Blade, we're probably gonna see like skins and like
They put
in-game
Jonesy
cosmetics.
in Sonic Crossworlds. That'd be so
I wouldn't be
funny.
surprised at this point. Like
That'd
there's
go hard.
they're putting like Ninja Turtles and Avatar and SpongeBob and Minecraft and Racing Crossworlds. So it's
Why?
not
Yeah,
impossible.
Fortnite's par for the course. Favorite cartoon.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is coming at some point this year. No official confirmation on when exactly that's happening, but if you see Fortnite X Sonic Racing Crossworlds, don't be surprised. Next,
It's just gonna be
Clubbed
another
everyone.
car. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They
It's
already
gonna-
did this before. It was just cars.
it's gonna be the
Vroom.
battle bus.
Aw.
Yeah, going to the next point though, just because this is something that I more so know more about. Wallpaper
away.
engine, which I'm sure that a lot of us do use. I mean, if you've seen Omar's desktop, you know he uses it. And there was actually a bit of malware in it recently, which don't worry, Wallpaper Engine itself is fine because, you know, it's Wallpaper Engine, they're reputable. But because of the fact that people can upload like their own content, like I don't know if you guys know, but at one point someone basically put all of Buckshot Roulette onto Wallpaper Engine so people would just pirate the game for free just by playing, like setting it as their wallpaper and playing it. But besides the point, for the most part, most people's computers and wallpaper engines are fine. It is primarily, if not only, affecting wallpapers in the section labeled applications. I've heard some stuff that it might be other wallpapers, but I haven't seen too much about that. I've mostly seen that it is in some of the application-based wallpapers in Wallpaper Engine, but that's just something to look out for. So just make sure that you're using Wallpaper Engine safely by going to like reputable creators and verified wallpapers. But yeah.
All right.
Epic.
I'm just realizing now this is gonna be in the VOD too.
The
I'm
utter silence. I'm sorry. It's just
No,
really
No.
I
funny.
was like, can someone say something? Jeez.
No, I'm sorry if I was silent. I just remembered I didn't update the stream title. So the stream started as still the third
Bye.
episode. Yeah, my bad. I apologize. Anyways, next we have some pretty cool news. Bloodborne. It's a game. a lot of people
Yeah, how does it feel now?
a lot of people like
Yeah.
Bloodborne. I know I do. It's a great Souls like. It's been stuck on the PS4 for 10 years now. But a lot of people have been clamoring for it to be released on other platforms, especially on PC. But this just recently in this past week, through the Shad PS4 emulator, a special Bloodborne emulator launcher that comes with a bunch of mods for like enhanced visuals, enhanced resolution, better frame rates has been released. So where if you just download that launcher and then insert a ROM of Bloodborne, that you can just play it pre-configured to be upscaled for PC. And you can even change the settings on the launcher itself if you don't want certain things here or there. It is kind of a hefty
Again,
install.
we don't support piracy. Only do this if you own the game.
Yes. But no, what was I gonna say? What was I saying?
We
Oh,
talk about the settings and
yes.
upscaling.
So it's a bit of a hefty install. Bloodborne, I believe, Shaun, you can correct me on this if I'm wrong because you know more about this than I do. I believe Bloodborne was originally. Shaun,
What's wrong, buddy?
He said he sent an image. I'm not showing that on stream. um, but I lost what I was saying. Damn it. Oh, so Shaun, correct me if I'm wrong on this. Bloodborne, I believe, is like 30 gigabytes on PlayStation, correct?
I don't know. I play it
It's
on a disc.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
tell you.
it's somewhere along the lines of that. The install for the launcher and the ROM is 60 gigabytes because there's 30 gigabytes worth of like enhanced visuals and textures and stuff. And I guess because Shad PS4, I believe, is also have to install as an emulator. So keep in mind the storage size. But if you have been meaning to either play Bloodborne for the first time or you want to check it out again and replay it, but you want to experience it in a quote unquote definitive version, that is available now to download online.
Just as a quick fact check, it is 27.2 for the complete edition of Bloodborne and 25.3 for the non-complete edition on PlayStation 4.
So yeah, I believe it uses
Okay.
is
Pretty epic.
is Old Hunters the like complete edition or no, Shaun?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Uh,
So it's about yeah, still about 60 gigabytes for the definitive Bloodborne experience if your PC is able to
Small
handle it.
price to play, small price to pay for
For
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, yep.
Also,
I
like,
like
Sean has like made like said this before that like PlayStation can't like remaster it because then they have to acknowledge its existence. I just realized they acknowledge its existence in Astrobot.
Yep, and that's the
Like they're just
closest we're ever
actively
gonna get.
keeping it from us.
think we already talked about this.
Did
It's
we?
Team Asobi,
Yeah.
and I think they're in their own realm because that was just a big PlayStation advertisement. All
Mhm.
Fair
sorts of
enough.
like
Fair
little
enough.
mascots from like everywhere. They got away with it. Sony gave them a pass,
Mm.
but it's still not like Sony, the big corporation themselves, addressing
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Next we have potentially a shadow drop of a port dropping tomorrow. This past week, a bunch of retailers, more specifically Walmart, have been accidentally putting early in their stores while not available for sale a Switch 2 port of Sonic Frontiers labeled Sonic Frontiers Sonic
Sean just
Frontiers
died.
Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, which for some reason is advertising as it
Ew.
includes updates and bonus content when it's just the free updates, but all together in one package, pre ready to go. I think it's really funny though that granted this is like I'm guessing this is gonna be like the PS5 and Xbox Series versions, but just on Switch 2. This was originally a Switch 1 game. It's a game key card on Switch 2. They couldn't fit this on a 64 gigabyte cartridge.
These guys, dude. I'll tell you, gaming's dead. This is it. This is the downfall of gaming. It's
Because
right
of,
here. It's
because
in
of,
that cartridge right. It's in
because of
that
Sonic
box right there.
Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers caused the gaming crisis.
Yikes. But yeah, so this
Retails for $90 with upgraded editions.
that is
Make sure
not
to pre-order.
that is not correct. It's actually already it's funny enough, it's already getting rollbacks on Walmart clearance for like $50. And it hasn't even come out
Really?
yet. Yeah, some people have already seen it with the rollback sticker. But no, so advertisers that have the game on display but not available for sale keep saying that it's releasing on tomorrow, June 23rd, as a shadow drop for Sonic's anniversary. It doesn't seem like there's anything really to write home about. It seems like just like an enhanced port for the Switch 2. That's about it. I don't know why they call it definitive edition when the updates for the game are already free and that add like story content and gameplay. They could have just called it Sonic Frontiers. There's no need for
You can add sprinkles to a turd. It's still a turd.
This is
yeah.
the definitive experience, though. If you want to experience all of that pop-in and holy reference trash, this is the best way to do it.
God, I wonder what Silver would think of this as you're just running across like grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that one time on the Ark. Remember Dark Gaia? Winks at viewer, nudges tails.
Oh my God, Frontiers was
God, I
that game could have been something, but it's Sonic
That's
Frontiers.
a game I might make a video on. Holy. I
Honestly,
have way too much to say about it.
honestly, make the video. It'd be funny.
It would be really funny.
Next, another little game update or two. Street Fighter 6. We got the announcement of their next season of DLC of the Game Awards with the first character, Yasmin, getting her reveal trailer just this past week. She releases August 3rd. She is, I believe, the first Filipino or Filipina Street Fighter character, which is pretty cool. It is, and I also will say it has died down a lot of the, I guess, anger from fans that, oh, you're using the story mode original characters as DLC characters, as like new reps from the game that aren't from other games or other like Street Fighter games. But so far her moveset seems pretty cool. She has like a little, what's the Ibrahim? I mean, you're all both more knowledgeable about like weapons and stuff. What's the like knife that she has in her hand? Like the one like
Uh,
it's like that
moving
small
too fast for me to
like that
see.
small
The
knife that's like
karambit.
this. Correct. Yeah, that.
Oh, a karambit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has that, which looks pretty cool. But no, her toolkit looks really fun. As a Street Fighter guy, I will definitely be checking it out when she launches August 3rd. It does also make me curious for how they're gonna handle Boss and the other guy that I think was trained by either Dawson or Zangief. And obviously Tifa, because I am curious on how Tifa translates to a fighting game like Street Fighter. But yeah, releases August 3rd. Looks pretty cool. Additionally, Marvel Spider-Man Brand New Day releases next month in theaters. And to celebrate that, Sony just randomly shadow dropped an update that adds the Brand New Day suit into the game. Let me see if I can find a good screenshot of it.
Was it not already in the game?
So the Brand New Day suit is technically because Spider-Man 2 released 2023 and the movie's coming out in 2026 this year. They have the suit from the final swing of No Way Home, which technically is the Brand New Day suit, but just with very different like colors here and there. Let me see if I can find it. But this one looks different to where like the webbing is a lot more enunciated, which looks pretty cool. It's already out in the game on PS5 and PC, and the movie releases July 28th. Or no, wait, no. The update releases July 28th, the same day as the movie. I apologize for that. I read that it was already out, but no. So that update releases July 28th. It's just a suit. We're not getting any story content for Spider-Man 2. If you want more story content, just wait for Insomniac to make a third game. But yeah, that
Epic.
that was pretty cool.
Well, technically that is the third game because Miles Morales was the second.
Yeah, I mean, just in terms of the
Doesn't
story.
deserve the title.
Well,
It's
Miles
like a
Morales was
Spider-Man.
it was like a
That's like a
DLC.
Spider-Man 1.5. Yeah, it was like a
Yeah,
DLC.
it really was.
They
Yeah.
they just put that
Spider-Man 2
it was
felt like
like
a DLC.
I was gonna say because I played Miles Morales. Let me see how long my playtime was because it wasn't super long at all. I beat that
No, it was a
game.
very short game.
The
I beat
game
that.
is very short.
I
Yeah.
beat that game in 6 hours. It was very much like they could have had this release as DLC, but the PS5 was coming out and they needed like a launch title and they wanted to upscale it for PS5. It was still very fun. I didn't mind it whatsoever. I actually really liked Miles' gameplay more than Peter's a little bit. From Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man Miles Morales. But yeah.
So for reference, just because I was curious, to 100% Miles Morales, it takes 15 to 20 hours. To 100% Spider-Man 1, it takes 18 to 45 hours.
Yeah. Remember my final playtime on Spider-Man 1 after all the DLC was like 20 hours or something like that.
Oh, dude, I 100% of that game. That game was so much fun.
It was great.
Dude, Spider-Man 2, I 100%ed in like I don't remember, but it was like close to 12.
Yeah, no, I
Wow.
saw you because I thought you were a psychopath when you sent that picture that you 100%ed, and I was still like getting through the story.
Yeah, it was that one. Was that when the game came
Game.
out?
Yeah, it was when the game
Yeah,
dropped.
he did it in like
Now I
2 days.
technically have it 100% because they added an achievement for doing the game on New Game Plus, and you're not gonna catch me doing that.
He already did everything once.
Yeah, I already got my platinum trophy. It's fine, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it as well, but it took me more than 2 days, you psycho.
Yeah.
Lock in, bro.
Next, just some quick little personal stuff that's gotten me pretty cool. Last week we talked about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 randomly getting a patch that removed Dark Phoenix and some glitches here and there. Capcom then went back and re-added, like repatched it just to go back to the old version. So Phoenix is working as intended again, and the Kubota escape glitch and the Nova screen lock glitch are back. But this still potentially has some big implications. This is a 15-year-old game that Capcom all of a sudden is like opening the game files and poking around in them. And so my pipe dream theory is with Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls releasing in early August for the PS5 and PC, that Capcom is gonna drop a patch for rollback netcode in Marvel 3 just to be like the same day as Tokon, just to be like, hey, remember who made Marvel fighting games first? Because I still think with the fact that Marvel 3 was at Evo a couple of years ago, and the fact that we got the Marvel vs. Capcom collection with Marvel 2 getting rollback netcode, it's like it's so apparent that whenever Tokon either is near the end of its lifespan or after the game ends its DLC run, a new Marvel vs. Capcom is happening at some point within the next 10 years. Like it's a given at this point. It has way more of a likelihood than it did 10 years ago when Infinite happened, which we don't talk about Marvel Infinite. But yeah. What was I gonna say? And there was a big like Capcom like breach that leaked a bunch of their upcoming like DLC and titles for and like games coming out. And so far, everything about that leak has been correct. The only thing missing is a new Marvel vs. Capcom game. So only time will tell on that. I really hope that a new Marvel game happens just because I love Marvel. It's Marvel 3 is not only my favorite fighting game of all time, I would even say it's my favorite video game of all time. So seeing a new Marvel vs.
Why would they
Capcom.
announce a Marvel vs. Capcom right next to Marvel Tokon coming out?
So that's why I'm saying whenever Tokon ends, that's when they probably will announce a new one. But I
For like
wouldn't
10 years.
no, Tokon's not gonna last 10 years. There's Arc System Works games don't really last that long.
When
Or at least
when did
they don't anymore.
when did Marvel 3 come out?
2011.
10 years. Well, actually 14.
Well, no, it never
No,
got
15.
well, it never got consistent updates.
Yeah, but the community kept it alive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the
And they
community,
released Marvel
but
Infinite and no one
but
played it.
there's a difference between the community keeping it alive and the company keeping it alive. Because by that logic, it's like, oh, Melee is technically still alive, right? Because the community still plays it, but Nintendo refuses to acknowledge it. But that doesn't mean that
No,
Melee,
I'm messing with you, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I really do hope a new Marvel game gets announced at some point, and I am still very excited for Tokon, and I think that looks absolutely quality, and I can't wait to play that when it releases in August. But yeah.
So, so for me, I actually added a thing to the personal facts and excitements, which is a lot of you might have heard about it, but it's just like a nice little feel good story. So recent, and it's just another W from Steam because, as we know, Steam's the goat.
Mhm.
Um, so recently, a just like a regular guy, he has his child. Basically, he was taking care of his kid as a father would do, and the kid is still a baby, so the baby ended up like puking on the case for his Steam Deck. And so the guy wasn't even like, "Hey Steam, can I get a brand new one cuz this happened?" He was literally
The
like, "Hey,
puke
can I
deck.
buy a replacement?" The puke deck. But he was straight up like, "Oh, well stuff happened. It's a baby." So he just emails Steam. He's like, "Hey, here's what happened. Can I buy a new one?" Like he was planning on paying for it. And Steam was just like, "Here's a free Steam Deck case." Just because. And like they didn't have to do that. He was willing to pay and it was his idea to, and they're just like free. And I don't know. I thought it was a nice story, but
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, also, one of Gaben's sons made his debut in racing.
What?
Real?
Yeah.
That's
Hold
true.
on, let me
I
look it
mean,
up.
he's got the
What
money
series
to
is it?
do it, so
Uh,
makes sense.
well, it's not like money related like F1 is.
I
Granted,
thought it
Yeah,
was, but
not all
racing in
races.
general is a very
Gray Newell is a professional racing driver competing in the FIFA World Endurance Championship. Whoa.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
graping.
Gray.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is
Oh my.
Gabe Newell's son. Yeah, that looks like him. He's, that looks like
Yeah.
he's just stunting like his daddy. Oh my god, it does.
My dad made Steam.
My dad made Portal 2. What your dad do? Yeah, my dad made Gary's mod. What'd your dad do?
I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah.
uh,
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's such a family. Your dad invented Steam and your son's a race car driver. Like what?
that goes hard.
That's a W family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine Gaben would be a W father. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't attest to that, but you know,
Are you
he
are
runs
you Gabe
Steam
Newell's
well.
son?
I might be. I'm not gonna tell you that though.
It's like my uncle works at Nintendo, my dad works at Valve. He has all the secrets.
My dad made Team Fortress 2.
My dad's not making Half-Life 3.
My dad can't count to 3.
Uh, God, can you imagine Team Fortress Alex? That's what their 3 is.
My apologies, I've returned.
You're good.
Sorry, we're talking about him not acknowledging the number 3.
Yeah, I was like, can you imagine them make Team
Look up how
Fortress
many sons he
Alex?
has. Look how
Gabe
many sons he
Newell?
has. Yeah.
30.
2 sons. Oh my
Not 3.
God,
Nah, he didn't even have a third child.
dude!
Oh my, this
His
guy.
his sperm count can't even count to 3. What the hell? That's crazy. What the... Oh
Just
my God.
everything in his life, it's all just in twos. It doesn't have a third of anything.
Uh, it's like how much is your net worth? Oh, just $2 million. Why not 3 million? What?
How much is his net worth? I'm actually curious about this.
Watch there not be a 3, please.
11 billion. I think
11
it's a
billion.
little more than 2 million.
Yeah.
No 3.
No,
No
3.
No 3.
No
That
three.
is true.
2 ones. That's a 2.
Oh my God.
No matter how you cut it, it's not 3.
I'm clipping this, dude. I'm clipping this. But yeah. Okay, Ibrahim. Oh, it's good that you're back because you got to lead us for the hardware section, right? We got.
Yeah, again, my apologies. Something
Tell
came up
us.
for a minute.
Tell us about this thing. I've been hearing about from you. The RTX Sparks. What is that?
Yeah, so it's basically a new chipset that Nvidia is releasing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just looked over at something. It's
I
a
saw
new
that.
yeah. Yeah, so it's a new chipset that Nvidia is going to be releasing, and it's not going to be for PCs. Essentially, it's going to be like an integrated CPU, like how there is in laptops, but it's like a CPU, GPU, and GPU, kind of like how CPUs with integrated graphics works. Essentially, that's what I think it is. Like I think that's how you would explain it. But yeah, so they're releasing that, and they're going to be releasing a desktop version that's like a mini PC, as well as just in laptops in general. And it is insanely powerful. Like, let me just pull up the spec sheet so I don't
Read
get this
misinformation online.
wrong. Yeah, who'd ever do that?
It's Gamestellation, bro. We love misinformation around here.
Hey, that rhymed. That's a problem with that
No,
rhyme.
we're not coining that. We're not coining that.
Yeah, no. So it's a 20-core CPU, and it has NVIDIA Blackwell architecture GPU, which for those who don't know, the Blackwell GPUs are like the workstation workhorses like for servers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It has up to 128 gigabytes of VRAM, which is insane. What else? Its AI performance is up to 1 petaflop, which is, let me see what that translates to.
And
That
no,
is 1
that doesn't
quadrillion
mean anything
operations per
else.
second. It doesn't mean anything else. It means 1 quadrillion operations per second.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. Yeah, it's essentially meant to be so you can run AI locally as well as be able to game. I think it said it's like about a 5070s power, give or take.
Oh wow.
Um yeah, no, it's very good. And it was originally announced on May 31st. I don't remember when it releases. However, that is just insane. Like the amount of power they're putting on it. Yes, it is very AI focused, but it does have raw performance according to Nvidia.
Mm-hmm.
But also it might be raw performance like how 5070's raw performance is just AI boosted. But I mean, we'll see when it comes out. Um, and then that's it for the RTX Sparks. But then something else I thought was really funny is that there was at the beginning of the RAM shortage and the Ramageddon as it's been coined, and RAM prices skyrocketed. There was people saying that like, oh yeah, no, Asus is gonna make RAM and they're gonna save us all from this RAM shortage. They weren't. That was just a rumor. But guess what? Now they are, and it's super expensive, and it has RGB on it. I think either RGB or gold or both. But it's super expensive. But they are apparently supposedly making RAM, and by making RAM, I mean they're slapping their label on someone else's RAM and selling it. But yeah, that's gonna be happening. And then aside from the RAM shortage, this next thing is just rumored so far. It's not really confirmed or anything, but there's a possible CPU shortage coming with reports in Japan, I believe, that said that DIY PCs as they're saying, or just PCs you build yourself, their prices have gone up about 50% already. And apparently the CPU crisis is going to be significantly worse than the RAM crisis if it's actually happening. Again, that part is just
Yikes.
rumored, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, just be ready for
take it with
that.
a grain of salt, but that would be that would be very detrimental to
That would be
the PC gaming community. Um,
yeah.
all right, one last thing to end off today's episode.
Actually, one thing
Xbox.
before that,
Never
before we get to
mind,
the
take it
Xbox
away.
stuff. Sorry, it's because
You're
I didn't
good.
put this in because I only found out about this yesterday.
Mhm.
The original Super Mario Bros, as we know, is very big in the speedrunning community. So I don't want to get super technical into like how frame rules work and all, but currently, uh, we are just 6 frames away from a perfect Super Mario speedrun. The someone
Really?
recently set the record, and we are 6 frames away from having a perfect Super Mario speedrun.
It's wild.
Oh,
And this will probably be the biggest speedrun in history because one, it's Super Mario Bros. And
Yeah.
two, it would be a perfect speed run, meaning no one can beat it without cheats, as far as we know. Because perfect runs have been simulated with tool assisted runs, and this guy almost had it perfect. He was literally 6 frames off from doing it. So it's very possible that in the near future we might have a perfect Super Mario Bros. Speed run. And this is on
wow.
like the original game.
The NES game. Wow, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
History.
insane.
All right.
Anyway, sorry,
My
not I didn't mean to cut you off. Now we can
You're
get to
good.
the
All
Xbox
right.
stuff.
Our last thing for today. So, as we all know, recently we've talked about it in a couple of previous podcast episodes. Xbox has a new CEO under Asha Sharma, and in recent weeks, she's been doing pretty good. Especially like after the Xbox showcase, everyone was like, "Wow, we can't wait to usher in this new era of Xbox." Pretty bad decisions happening this week, actually. So this past week it was officially announced that Ninja Theory is shutting down. One of Xbox's biggest game studios right now. They are responsible for the Hellblade games. They're responsible for the absolute underrated hidden gem of an action game, Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Capcom fans might not be too happy with them because they are responsible for DMC Devil May Cry, the meh reboot. Um, but it is pretty big news, especially considering right now we're playing the trailer for Senwa, Ninja Theory's next game in the Hellblade series that was announced at this past showcase. So they literally announced a new game coming from them, and then a couple of weeks later they announced that the studio is shutting down, which is really unfortunate. Additionally, it was also announced that Xbox was shutting down the studio. Compulsion Games, who are the developers for We Happy Few and South of Midnight, two other Xbox published titles, which is really unfortunate as they are, while they weren't necessarily like anything too crazy or they were well received but not super well, it is still something original from Xbox and trying new things, which I always really appreciate from game companies, especially one of the big three major publications. But so much so that with these two companies shutting down, it is scaring a lot of other game studios owned by Xbox. For example, Double Fine, who you might know for developing the Psychonauts games, Brutal Legend, Grim Fandango, which I absolutely love Psychonauts, and I think a lot of Xbox's like first party IPs in terms of like uniqueness and the unique identity. I think Psychonauts encapsulates that perfectly. So I really hope they don't shut down. I really hope they can try to get out of Xbox before anything bad happens to them because I would love to see a Psychonauts 3. But yeah, what did y'all think about all this news?
It okay. So what people have been saying online, which I agree with, is that Asher Sharma's like honeymoon period as CEO seems to have ended. Like the honeymoon phase where everything seems great, and now they're having to make the tough calls. Now, they did say in a now released, like, I think it was a memo, but they did say how they were losing money and how a lot of steps would have to be taken. They didn't specify the steps, like they didn't say this was gonna happen. But I do like think that like they're trying to do what's best for the company. But I mean, shutting these game studios down, these major studios, is not a great decision on anyone's part. Just
Not at
because
all.
they've released great games, and there's other ways that they could come back, and make money with these studios as opposed to shutting them down. And then I'm gonna say something that I saw in a video by Austin Evans, which I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm concerned if he's right because I mean, yes, I have a PlayStation and like I had a PS4, I have a PS5, but like I started off like with an Xbox 360. I still have my old Xbox 360. And I still love Xbox wholeheartedly. Like Game Pass is great, but they and I believe it was Austin Evans' video, he made a point that Xbox might have to take a path like Sega did where they stopped making consoles. They just focused on games, which
I saw
would
that before
suck.
too. They should.
Yeah, because like right now the big three of gaming, if we're of gaming consoles more so, would be Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. And like it would suck if Xbox had to like give up on consoles, but it would also be like if that's the only way to save them, so be it. But it does suck to see this because I mean, again, I love Xbox, so it's hard to see this happening.
Yeah, I will say that
Why would
actually
that
reminds
happen
me.
though? They don't have games. The problem is they don't
That's
have
another thing,
any
yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Like,
I
and they
will
keep
say
shutting down studios, so they're not getting any games.
it
That
does
is a good
remind me
point.
too. This Black Friday 2025. After it ended and all the fiscal reports came out for like the weekend of like Black Friday and Cyber Monday, the three highest selling video game consoles were Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, a PS5, and not even Xbox Series. It was that one like weird like Connect console thing where it was like there's a camera and you like
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know what
So
you're talking about
that
the
like
exercise thing.
yes, that Connect Cube outsold Xbox Series on Black Friday. So
Yeah. Also, mind you, like Xbox prices have gone up now, yes, but
oh
this is
yeah.
like previous Black Friday for all that. But also, Xbox is making or like they're taking a loss on every sale of an Xbox right now because like the manufacturing cost is too high,
Yeah.
and then they don't have exclusives like PlayStation does.
Yeah, I will say, if Xbox as a company keeps doing what they're doing, around the time Project Helix comes out, and if Project Helix is overpriced and ends up being a commercial flop, there is a very good chance that Xbox is not too long for this world, unfortunately. Um,
Yeah, and then also something else I just remembered since you mentioned Project Helix, because they said it's going to be like a hybrid that can also run Steam games and all that.
yes.
The thing is, though, the Steam machine's coming out,
Yeah, and
so
if
I
that is
mean,
reasonably priced too, that essentially kills any hype for Project Helix coming up.
yeah. So I mean, Xbox is in a tough spot, man. I mean, I hope they can pull through, but only time will tell.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know, bro. It seems like they're circling the drain a bit.
Little bit.
There was a little bit of hope that like the Xbox showcase was the best games showcase, I think by far.
Mm.
And then they announced that they're shutting down studios. They're doing exactly what they were doing before that everyone was complaining about.
Yeah, because I believe for a
Like
second they were gonna shut down the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush, right? Or I think they already
they
did.
already did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me just double check.
That's when they were just going on a purge.
Oh yeah, they shut down Tango GameWorks in 2024. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's unfortunate. Only time will tell what will happen with Xbox. But I
Yeah, I
think if
mean,
they
I think Asher Sharma is doing a better job than the previous CEO,
then
Phil Spencer.
then
That's
Phil
not saying
Spencer.
a lot because it's Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
It's Phil Spencer. I mean, it's not saying a lot,
You
but I
guys want to
mean,
watch Netflix?
Peggle
yeah, I mean, yeah.
2.
Hopefully they'll be able to come back, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Can we play that on stream?
The Peggle 2 clip.
Can we play that back on
I actually
stream?
haven't seen this. I want to see
It's
this.
so
All right,
funny.
this is where we'll end the stream. This is just a little back during E3 a while ago, during PopCap section where they were showing off Garden Warfare 1. They announced Peggle 2 in the worst way possible. Just take a look at this.
the best way possible.
The best possible way. Just look at this. I want to see Ibrahim's reaction to this. And mind you, none of this is edited too.
Thanks, guys. That was amazing. Thanks so much. I'd say I was speechless, but I have one more thing to announce. Coming this year, Peggle 2.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. So the crowd isn't doing anything, and then immediately, what's after Peggle 2? Oh my god.
It's so funny. The fist pump and everything. He hit
And
like
then
a
just
Dark
like-
Souls emote. He
Oh my god.
No title or anything, just 2 with the music, and then hard cut to
Titanfall.
It's so funny.
I remember I saw a comment that was like, so nice of the crowd to sing after he jumped in the air, as if they were the ones singing.
It's not a single reaction.
But yeah,
Oh my
thank you for anyone who's tuning into this, either on the Twitch or YouTube. Thank you for saving with us this week. This has been the Gamestellation Save State, and we will see you next week. Peace.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Love you.